Well, good morning, Scituate. It is Monday. It is the 27th. And I think by now, most of us in town have heard uh, the terrible news about the fire on Glades Road. I'm not sure who it was that said it, but in times of crisis or difficult times, to always look for the helpers. And one of the most amazing things about this community that I've seen lately is the amount of helpers and those folks who have come forward to try and help. And it's been very heartening to see from the whole community asking questions, how they can help, how they can get involved, as well as the helpers who were there on the scene, our fire department and first responders. So I just want to say thank you to them for what they've done, because in those difficult times, to look for those helpers does give us a glimmer of hope. And I think we'll be posting some links to Scituate Community Christmas, which is doing some efforts to help the victims of the fire. So if you are so inclined, you can get more involved. I'd like to just tell you about a few of the meetings and things that are happening tonight. There is a hybrid meeting of the Select Board and Advisory Committee to talk about the budget. So the Select Board will be in Town Hall, and there's also a Zoom option as well, and that's going to be at 7 o'clock tonight. Traffic rules and regulations will be meeting tomorrow at 4:30. That's also going to be in Town Hall, and the Cole Parkway Redevelopment Committee meeting is also tomorrow, Tuesday, at 6 o'clock. More information on the website. And with that, I'll send it over to our town administrator.
Good morning. It's our last update for the month of March, which is hard to believe. Next time we see you, it'll be April. I want to echo what Mr. Goodrich said and thank the members of the Scituate Fire and Police Departments for really an outstanding job that was done on the 5-alarm fire at Minot Friday night. I was down there late on Friday, and I had multiple fire chiefs from surrounding departments comment on what an outstanding job these first responders from the Scituate Fire Department did to prevent that fire from being even worse than it was. So thank you to those men and women of the Scituate Police and Fire. Fantastic job. I also want to thank the surrounding departments. We had 9 departments, I believe, provide mutual aid from Plymouth all the way up to Weymouth. Approximately 90 firefighters were on hand during the height of that fire. So thank you to all of them. We're lucky no one was hurt. None of the residents were hurt. They were all get out, and none of the first responders were hurt. So we're very, very lucky that that happened. MEMA, the Red Cross, and Scituate Community Christmas are available, making themselves available to those in need of assistance. And we will be putting a QR code up at the end of this where people can scan in and go to Scituate Community Christmas if they would like to help. But terrible disaster, but thankfully, again, no one was injured. And we will be down there working with the residents to make sure everything is good for them going forward. Water update, plus a ¼ inch of the reservoir. We were +5 last week. Tac Factory is +3, down from +6 of last week. Average daily demand was 1.142 million gallons a day, up from last week's 1.067. Part of that is going to be the fire on Friday night. We actually had to bring in employees of the water department on Friday night to run the water treatment plant to make sure that we had sufficient supply and pressure to fight that fire. So thank you to those employees that came in and ran that plant. Rainfall over the last 7 days was 0 inches. The water department will be continuing their flushing this week of the water mains. Egypt Beach Road down to Egypt Ave, Country Way, Egypt Beach side of Tilden, and Norwell Ave. This will affect the Tilden Road and Wampatuck areas and include side streets. So please check your water before you do laundry or anything like that. Also water related, we will be working on the Stearns Meadow property on 3A with our consultants. We'll be out there starting later on this week, doing test pits to check the soil composition and do our calculations for our stormwater. That will be taking place over several weeks. We have sent out an email alert to people to be aware of that. So if you do see people on the property, it is the town, and we are doing preliminary work for the design of the water treatment plant. Once again, the town of Scituate has partnered with the Great American Rain Barrel Company to provide residents with rain barrels at discounted price of $89 for a painted barrel, $84 for an unpainted barrel, and $80 for a terracotta barrel. Scituate residents have purchased more than 300 of these barrels over the last 2 years. Orders must be received by April 30th. Pickup is May 13th at the transfer station. Please go to the town website, situatema.gov, for further details. The Scituate Police Department will be once again hosting a blood drive to honor all those fighting and impacted by cancer. This will take place this Wednesday, May 29th, from 11 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. at the Public Safety Complex. Appointments are recommended. Walk-ins will be accommodated if possible. Go to the police department website for details and to sign up. Later on this week, early next week, you will see fencing going up on a portion of Central Field. This is a Central Field renovation project, which will involve the installation of a new softball diamond and the renovation of an existing baseball field. This project will continue this spring and complete late spring, early summer. The Board of Selectmen several weeks ago discussed the John Connors Memorial Project. The Veterans Advisory Council will have a public meeting on April 12th at 6 p.m. at the Scituate Senior Center to discuss the proposed Lieutenant J.G. John P. Connors Memorial Project. John was a Scituate native who was killed in action in Panama at the age of 25. The proposal is to construct a memorial in the town common to honor John and all veterans who lost their lives in service to the country. So if people want to weigh in on that, it will be at 6 o'clock again, April 12th at the Senior Center. I'll remind people again, the Scituate Sister City Project is in urgent need of host families for a visit from teachers and high school students from France. 2 teachers and 19 students are expected to be in Scituate April 3rd to the 11th. Unfortunately, some of the host families are now available and new host families are needed. All activities have been planned and chaperones have been selected to take the students around. The committee will make your hosting as easy as possible. If you are interested, contact Patricia Jacquette at prjacquart1410@gmail.com as soon as possible. As I've mentioned, this is a great way for our students and our community to meet people from foreign countries and get to know how they live and how they work. And then we have the opportunity to send our students over there. So it's a great project, a great opportunity. If you can, please help out by hosting. Winners Walk Golf Course is now closed to walkers. The golf course is being prepped for opening. Right now, opening day is scheduled for March 31st, weather dependent. Annual and special town meetings, April 10th, 2023 at 7 p.m. at the Scituate High School Gymnasium. As Andrew said, we'll have a meeting on that tonight. If people are interested, please tune in. But as always, be there or be unheard, as the sign in front of Town Hall likes to remind people. Please be advised the Division of Marine Fisheries has once again closed the clam flats in the North and South River due to issues with the Rockland wastewater treatment plant. Keep an eye on the town website or the Division of Marine Fisheries website for updates. And finally, I want to congratulate the Scituate 4th grade girls basketball team for the 2022-2023 Old Colony League Division I champions. They were also in the parade 2 weeks ago. So congratulations to Kaylee Peterson, Claire Coffey, Claire Smith, Hopper McNulty, Molly Mahoney, Victoria Frazu, Finley Joyce, Charlotte Wolf, Charlotte Nangle, and Ellery Griffin for winning that championship. And that's what I have for today.
That's great. Bill.
Morning, everyone, and happy Monday. I want to start out with also commending our fire first responders for handling the situation this Friday evening. Also want to say that the schools are in full support, and for any families that were involved and any communities that were involved. So please reach out if you have any questions or know of anybody that may need support. Schools are obviously willing to support our community. So thank you all involved for keeping everybody safe. Next thing I want to talk about is the new Cushing Hatherley School Building Project. We will be having our second public forum, which is hugely important. I want to invite folks to join us on this Wednesday, March 29th at 6:30 p.m. This will be hosted in the Gates Middle School Dining Commons. If you come in through the front entrance and walk straight ahead, you'll be there. At this meeting, our architects, Doran Whittier, and owner's project manager, Vertex, as well as the school building committee, will be there to share preliminary design options and certainly to gather your input. If you can't make it, there's more opportunities for you to learn if you visit the Scituate Public School website at scit.org and click on community. At the top, you'll find out information all about the project, its history, current process and timeline. Building meeting presentations and videos are also shared there. as well as any other project-related resources. These public meetings are also videoed and posted up there afterwards. So plenty of opportunity, and feel free to call the school directly if you have any questions. Keep an eye on the Scituate newsfeed as well. We send out regular reminders, and on our calendars on the website as well has all that information. So plenty of places to go and find info, and hope you can make it with us on Wednesday. This evening, we have a school committee meeting, 6 p.m. in the Harbor Room, which is the library of the Scituate High School. We'll have the student representative support. We'll be celebrating student learning through our fine arts and music programs and world language tonight, so that should be great. We'll also discuss our FY24 budget update, and there'll be a Cushing Hadley School building project update as well. So another option for an opportunity for you to check that out. Those meetings are also hybrid, and we'll also be introducing our new Director of Business and Finance in person. And finally, want to give a shout out to the sixth grade students at Gates. I was honored to attend a special presentation last week. The sixth grade students just finished their curriculum unit on the finest hours. It's about a heroic Coast Guard rescue off the coast of Cape Cod. As part of the unit, the students developed themes around 4 central concepts from the story, which were courage, teamwork, perseverance, and having a sense of duty and service. During the event, the sixth graders welcomed local community members who engaged in a panel discussion surrounding how these same central concepts impact their professional and personal lives. So it was really a great community school connection, and to hear from people in the real world on how this impacted them. I want to thank members Shane Belvin. He's a father of a current sixth grade student, an Iraq war veteran. Nick Sherry, who's the Scituate Public School Resource Officer, and Jamil Adams, Director of DEI for the district. Eduardo Rosado is a parent of a current 7th grader, a member of the U.S. Coast Guard. Chris Longman is the minister of the Harbor United Methodist Church of Scituate. Emery Galvin is the director of Scituate Facts, and Erica Washburn of the Scituate Fire Department. Thank you all, and a special thank you to James O'Sullivan, Matt Mulder, and Sarah DiMatteo, the teachers, for organizing this extraordinary, terrific event. Thank you, everybody, and have a wonderful week.
It's great. Thank you. Take care.